Hello YouTube, this is Vince White. I am an employment attorney. On this channel, we answer publicly posted questions from YouTube users, getting folks the answers they need from an employment attorney. We have a question from YouTube user Quinoa Baron, who asked us, when you file with the New York State Division of Human Rights, they told me it also goes with the EEOC if probable cause was found. Is that true? Okay. No, that is not true. So when you file with the State Division of Human Rights in New York State, what I would recommend you do is on their form, check the box that cross-files your case with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission on the federal level. This is very important because when you cross-file, you give yourself a couple of advantages. First advantage is federal claims have some situational advantages over the state claims. State claims have some situational advantages over the federal claims. You don't necessarily need to choose, at least not at this stage, so you want to file with both agencies. Now, the State Division of Human Rights will be more proactive. They're going to do a lot more, generally, than the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. But that brings us to the second reason why you want your case cross-filed. Sometimes the State Division of Human Rights makes a big mistake and says you receive a finding of no probable cause, which means you're not going to get a hearing in the State Division of Human Rights. That stinks. But you can run over to the feds at the EEOC and say, hey, those State Division guys or women made horrible decisions. They've done horrible things. And I would like my right to sue letter. I would still like to file my case in federal court under the federal laws. And you get the chance potentially to do that, which you might have lost otherwise through your no probable cause finding. See what I'm saying? That's the second reason. Now, there's other reasons. There's a lot of reasons, but I'm not going to get all of them because it's going to be for a very complex video, and I'm not training you to become employment attorneys. I'm training you to get the basics down so you can hopefully get through your case and get the representation you need, right? Now, there's more to this, though, because YouTube user Quinoa Baron kind of says, oh, if you receive probable cause, they're going to go fight for you with the EEOC. Well, if you receive probable cause, there's a really good chance you're going to go to a hearing in the State Division of Human Rights. That means you're only going to have your state law claims adjudicated. That is what the New York State Division of Human Rights does. New York State Division of Human Rights adjudicates the New York State human rights law, generally speaking. They have a little bit more purview than that, but that's basically the kind of case they're looking at here. They're not going to be adjudicating Title VII claims. They're not going to be bringing in other federal claims. That's not something they're empowered to do. They don't have the power to hear your federal claims, nor is that their job. So if you receive a probable cause finding, you have two options. I love the number 2 today. You can go to a hearing in the State Division of Human Rights and have your case decided once and for all under this New York State human rights law. And that might be a good option for you. It's situational. It's good for some people. It's bad for some other people. The administrative law judges are really knowledgeable. They tend to be attorneys who worked in this field for a very long time. But that also means they tend to be a little bit jaded. They tend not to give verdicts that are as large as juries might. Trade-off. Now, State Division of Human Rights is also advantageous because it's not really a public hearing. You get to quiet case a little bit. You get to get your case to go to a hearing without creating too much of a stir in the public eye. That can be very advantageous for some people, right? Now, if you don't want that, if you receive probable cause and you don't want to go to a hearing in the State Division of Human Rights, then what you need to do is immediately, time is of the essence here, contact the State Division of Human Rights, make sure that your case was cross-filed with the EEOC, and say, hey, State Division, I want to pull my case out of the State Division of Human Rights. I don't want to go to a hearing in the State Division of Human Rights. And hopefully, 9 times out of 10, if you do it early enough after receiving probable cause, they will let you. They will not always let you. Scary, right? They might say, listen, we've done a lot of work on this. We're taking this to hearing. Not great. You can fight that to some extent. Don't get in that position, is my advice to you. So if you don't want to go to a hearing in the State Division and you receive probable cause in the State Division of Human Rights, then what I would say to you is pull your case out right away, get your right to sue letter from the EEOC, and then go over to federal court generally speaking, depending on where you are, but in New York State, almost always federal court, and file your federal, your state, and depending where you are in New York State, your city law claims as well. Your local claims, right? Depending where you are. Local cities, local counties can have their own statutes that could be viable in an action like this. And you can bring all of those claims, federal, state, and local, in federal court, so long as you've properly cross-filed with the EEOC and received a right to sue letter. Now, just to clarify, we're talking specifically about workplace discrimination and workplace sexual harassment claims, not other unrelated claims. Like on this channel, that's what we tend to talk about. So when I give you advice, it always pertains to those two sets of claims, not, like a breach of contract action about the sale of quinoa coming over from Pakistan, right? Like we're not talking about that. I'm not advising you on how to be a Quinoa Baron. I wouldn't be qualified. I just wouldn't know what to say, right? Is Quinoa Baron a job description? Can I be a Quinoa Baron? It sounds fantastic. I love me some tricolor quinoa. It's delicious, and the protein content is pretty solid. I mean, definitely add a protein. Like, don't just think you're getting it from the quinoa, but like, ooh, good, tasty, so good, so good. The real pro move: tricolor quinoa in the rice cooker. Cook it up, a little extra water. Then you throw onions in a pan. Low heat, 30 minutes. Jammy onions. Really caramelize them. Throw them on the tricolor quinoa. With a little bit of butter. Oh. Heaven. It's heaven. It's heaven. But I digress. So, YouTube user Kia Garner. I think I've properly given you the structure here. I don't fully understand what somebody would have told you about the state division filing with the EEOC if you receive probable cause. I guess you specifically said that the State Division of Human Rights goes with the EEOC if probable cause was found. I'm not trying to nitpick your language here. I just don't fully understand. If you want to clarify in the comments down below, I will track the comments. I will try to give follow-up answers if I did not properly answer your question. But I did my best to give you the lay of the land vis-a-vis probable cause, the EEOC, the right to sue letter, and all of your rights, state, federal, and local. If this was helpful, like, subscribe, comment down below. It helps me to help more people just like you. Remember, almost everybody works, but not everybody wins. Be smart out there.